Welcome to Violet Light Tarot. This is the Libra reading for July 2020 predictions. Welcome to Libra for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Cross Watchers, of course, are always welcome. Please note that in this particular instance, we are doing a single reading for all Libra energies. So take what resonates, leave out what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate or it doesn't vibe with you at all, check your other signs within your chart, and there might be more of a message for you in those. Also, if you're looking for something a little bit more personal to you, specifically, we have in the description below, there's a link to the shop for purchasing individual personalized readings. Alternately, as you may have noticed in the thumbnail, there is a contest going on right now. So anybody who comments and subscribes on just the July prediction videos, which this is entered automatically into a draw for a free personal reading. The deadline for entry is July 10. The draw will take place on the 12th. And the reading will be around the 15th, depending on your personal schedule and the question that's asked. So, yeah, let's go ahead and start and figure out what's going on with Libra for July. We have the tarot deck for your general reading. We'll do 3 and 3 clarifying. The crystal healing oracle deck will be for the just your healing energies for the month, and regular just energy reading for the month, and whatever your shadow or underlying concerns may be. So Libra, how have you been? How was your month of June? How was your beginning of July? This will be going up, so you'll be able to see it on either the 3rd or 4th, as of the 3rd or 4th. If you're Canadian, happy belated Canada Day. If you're American, happy Independence Day, 4th of July. Oh, there we go. So your first card is going to be the High Priestess upright. Oops, this may actually... Oh, this is all your cards. You got 5. You're very efficient. Okay, so following the High Priestess, we have the Empress. Following that, we have the Page of Wands in reverse. Clarifying the High Priestess, we have the 7 of Cups in reverse. To clarify the Empress, we have the 8 of Cups in reverse. And to clarify the Page of Wands in reverse, we have the Chariot in reverse. Interesting. Okay. So Libra, this actually, it looks a little daunting with all the reversals, but it actually makes sense as far as what's going on with you for the month. So the High Priestess means that you've come into your intuition, which, as the air sign that you are, makes absolute sense. It also means that the 7 of Cups clarifying in the reverse also makes sense, because 7 of Cups talks about having varying choices, sometimes too many choices. And the fact that you're now within your intuitive power, it means that you are removing any choices that you don't need. You're intuitively making the decisions and choosing the options that are best for you, so you're actually decreasing the choices on your own, within your own self. The Empress upright, of course, is always a wonderful card to see, and it means that you are birthing something. Now, some of you may actually be pregnant or discover that you're pregnant in July. Hopefully that's a good thing. Congratulations if it is. Support if it isn't. It does talk about, though, the fact that the Eight of Cups in reverse is clarifying that. So it could be that you have been meaning to walk away from either a relationship or a situation, but in the month of July, either you will find out that you're pregnant, so walking away is not necessarily the best option, or it may be that you've birthed a new idea or come up with a new plan, again, with your higher intuitive abilities, and you're cutting out all options that you don't really want. You're kind of coming into exactly what you do want. You're birthing a plan based on what your actual desires are, and you're finding that you actually don't have to walk away from anything. You don't have to actually leave the entire situation or the job or what have you. You can do what needs to be done to make it actually work for you, which is awesome. The Page of Wands in reverse. The Page of Wands usually speaks of a childish energy coming in with a message, somebody who wants to hang out or desire excitement, that kind of thing. But in reverse, that's actually being delayed or is being stopped for whatever reason. Now, childish energy being delayed, and the concept of having, for those of you having the Empress come out and actually being pregnant, makes sense, as the delay will be between 8 and 9 months. The Chariot in reverse just talks about the fact that you are not moving forward or not moving in the way that you had planned on moving necessarily. So like I said, you were considering walking away. You've decided, based on your new intuition, to hold out, really come up with that new plan. So it makes sense that you're not leaving, whatever it happens to be. And the fact that childish message or childish energy is basically, instead of being excited all the time, instead of being, sometimes I'm getting the idea of pinging off of things. So basically being very I don't know, like hyperactive in your thoughts, and do I think this? Do I think this? Do I think and the excitement that goes with that, and not excitement as in yay, but as in like almost anxiety excitement, because you're getting rid of some of the choices that you really don't want to have. Because you're coming into this new plan of how to do things, you're holding off on just stopping all kind of movement with regard to anything that's just too much energy, which is awesome. You're really coming into that sort of, that Zen quality that Libra is known for, that calmness, that sort of even, like, there's a reason why the scales are sort of your representative symbol, and it's because you're very even, you're very balanced, and you're coming really back into that, which is awesome. Absolutely amazing. Let's find out what your healing energy is as far as your crystals are concerned. I am going to be using the book for this. If you have been with the channel for a while, you know that I just got this deck the other day. So while I have been reading the book, it's not something that you can just memorize, and it's not like where you get a new tarot deck and you're all excited, but all the cards are kind of the same, so you know what you're doing. No. These are you'll see when we get to your actual, oh, there we go. When we get to your actual card. So for you, you have Oralite, or the number 24. Oh, sorry, Oralite 23. So either 23 or 24 may mean something to you as well. So according to the book that we have here, there we go, Oralite. The Soul Connector. Intriguing. Okay. You are a multi-layered soul on a course of accelerated spiritual growth. You came to Earth to share your knowledge. Absolutely. All Libras I've known have been very knowledgeable, very just intellectual people as well. I mean, yes, you have that emotional quality, but with the being an air sign, you have that intellect as well. Absolutely. Raise your own consciousness and others will follow. Haha. So coming into your new ideas and really just taking away anything you're not really interested in anymore. That's awesome. Love it. Love it. Recognize that you are an integral part of humanity. And beneficial contacts come through family and friends. So that could also be part of the not walking away. That the beneficial contacts, it could be people that you really coming into who is part of the tribe that you are meant to be with, or the part of the group that you are meant to be with. Your healing insight for the month is aligning to as above, so below, as within, or as without, so within. Leads to a sense of rightness and immense well-being. So basically, again, balance. As above, so like the whole thing is just literally balance. Literally the epitome of Libra. It is like, it is the perfect card for you, the perfect saying for you, the mantra for your month. Absolutely. I love it. I love it for you. Your energies. Yep. You want 2 energies? You get 2 energies. Okay. So we're doing walking away, but at the same time we're also doing the first chakra of Michael. So we've got 27 and 35 as well. So I'm putting this up here because the walking away, again, not walking away, right? Like I'm seeing this as not being walking away entirely. I'm seeing it as being closing off from options that you don't want. So it's not contradicting, it's clarifying. So you're walking away from the options that you intuitively have decided are not for you, but staying where you need to be able to come into whatever this new path is, whether it's actual motherhood or a new business venture or what have you that you're sort of birthing. I'm seeing it more like that as opposed to actually walking away, absolutely packing the bags and out you go. Your shadow card for the month, which this is going to tell what your like it's either what your concerns are, what your underlying motivations may be, things you have to work on, or it could also be energies that are coming from outside that may be influencing you in some way. Again, you get 2. Very spoiled today. So we're starting out with Chang Yi with Obsession. And we also have Aradia with Defense. So with these, actually, both of them work really well, especially with regard to being shadows for you. Because with the idea of being balanced and being sort of the balance for your sort of external life as well, you try and keep everybody else in balance while you're keeping yourself in balance and everything to that effect. The obsession can really come in to play in the fact that you become sort of, I know it's the wrong term because it's actually a psychological term, but the only thing that's coming to mind right now is locked on. And granted, if you have that condition or are someone who has that within their range of things. It's not meant to deplete anything that you're experiencing. But you do have that ability to sort of become literally obsessed with making sure that everything is absolutely even. And so while you're intuitively getting rid of choices, you could also be wondering about, okay, but if I'm getting rid of these choices, what happens with the rest of my choices? How am I spending my time? What happens to those? Like, really starting to overthink and like literally obsess. So just be aware that that can be something and try and sort of pull yourself back from it. And also be careful of your defense mechanism as well. As a Libra too, you have a tendency to sometimes just stay quiet when things are overwhelming for you. It's your defense to just literally go within yourself. So be aware of that. Again, you've got your first chakra sitting here, so basically your root is very much engaged at this time. So it's basically sort of what's keeping you grounded. So be aware of that. It'll help to keep the obsession out of the way. It'll also help to keep you from being too defensive. These two literally will keep you balanced. I'm also looking at this and wondering if maybe you have or haven't been considering and should be considering something like meditation to keep to keep sort of your levels in check and to keep yourself grounded while you're going through all this. As I said, you are absolutely golden as far as having your intuition, getting rid of what doesn't really serve you anymore, not walking away from the things that do, and really just keeping yourself in your space that you're meant to be in, as opposed to literally charging off in some weird fashion because your energies are taking you all over the place. You're really coming back into yourself and staying grounded, keeping balanced, and just be very aware of the obsession that can go with that, and the overthinking and the defense can go with it for like basically the entire month, pretty much. So this is what I have for you, Libra, for July of 2020. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been really wonderful reading for you. Thank you for clicking on the video and spending time today. Please like, subscribe, comment, and hit the bell notification as well. Don't forget about the contest, and we hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.